Hey everyone, Miacidae here. Welcome back to Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. So today we're continuing off with Leethus, the Tithe world. Right after we kind of massacred the captain, taking control of a tank that was over here to kind of stem the reinforcements. And we got some nasty injuries from that just because, well, the reinforcements kept coming. And we had to drop storage crates on them, so hopefully that didn't hurt the Tithe too much, but that's realistically what we had to do. So continuing on here, it looks like we have to go up an elevator. I'm surprised Ulfar actually fits on that. And we'll just see what is all here. Proctor Adriana Ulfar with 2 Cyber Mastiffs here, so I'm guessing this is where the I forget what they're actually called. It's been a while since I played this. I took a little bit of a break. But Arbiters? Arbiters, that's what they're called. The people that at Solomorn used to be. Arbiters stand by. Protocol RT-091. We have important visitors. Hi there. Proctor Adriana. Yeah, it's Adriana. Jaeger, Outpost TM-255. Greetings, Rogue Trader. The woman hailing you could hardly be called an ancient, but it seems her life has been arduous enough to turn her hair gray well before its time. Oof. Greetings, Jaeger. The lack of provisions and order here has driven the recruits to anarchy. You were supposed to keep the guardsmen in good shape. I am waiting for an explanation. They have spawned extra mouths and rebelled against their commanders. There were too many of us to prevent this, but we will not issue a single extra ration merely over an unplanned human surplus. That sounds like a very bad idea in this situation. I won't even ask if you have tried to petition the Administratum for extra provisions. I know it's not in your instructions, and I can see that you do not care about this human surplus, as you put it. What kind of farce is this? I wasn't even able to land properly. I formally apologize for this on behalf of the Adeptus Arbites. We've been forced to stockpile shipments of weapons and explosives within the walls of the outpost to keep the Living Tithe from getting them. And I was attacked by the Living Tithe, aka the Guardsmen. Throne's blood. More losses among the Living Tithe. I almost got killed, and you're worried about the damage to your Living Tithe? The damage to the Tithe is real, while your death remains in the realm of speculation. I ask that you not forget whom you are addressing, Mistress Jaeger. Be mindful of your words. Do not confuse my responsibilities with yours. My duty is to guard the Tithe, not integrate myself with people of higher standings. Solomon looks you in the eye and shakes his head. It's pointless. She has spent too much time in this insane place. I like the threat we're able to give. Are you able to speculate how likely the following development is to occur? The Rogue Trader sends the insolent lawwoman to the most throne-forsaken planet there is, where she will guard the dust at her feet for the remainder of her life, in solitude. But nah, why have you not dealt with the insurgents? They nearly stole a tank. The Tithe is taking damage. I'm aware of that. However, we cannot afford an operation to capture and eliminate the insurgents. That would cause losses among the Arbiters, which would be catastrophic in our current situation. We barely have enough people to stand watch and man our planetary defense weaponry. So where do you suppose that leaves container loading systems? We are forced to keep order only where we can. For the time being, cargo losses is still within the administrative regulated norm of deterioration, and your supervision of the Living Tithe is insufficient. Given the secrecy of the planet, the number of arbiters available, and the capriciousness of the Maw, the current supervision is optimal. It is not up to standard, and that is putting it mildly, but neither we nor the Administratum can provide more. So I see you're completely incompetent in this matter. Acknowledged, Rogue Trader. Your dissatisfaction will be recorded in the minutes for this meeting and addressed according to the general procedure. Now let us move on to the purpose of your unannounced inspection. The authenticity of the Administratum and Adeptus Arbites authoritation has been verified upon your vessel's identification. I am aware that this is not a social visit. Speak plainly, why has the head of the dynasty come here in person? Yeah, oh yeah, the Marshal has ordered the tithe to be transported to Dargonis. Start loading everything. She lifts her gaze to the foul skies of Leethus. So that's how it is. After so many years. Understood, Rogue Trader. We'll begin loading immediately. Ooh, cutscene. So can we get to... That doesn't look good. Some things are dropping. Smashy smash. That's what you get for looting. So can we get to some of the old stuff that we weren't able to get to before? "7 days have passed. Lord Captain, your shuttle pilot reports that due to loading activity, it is no longer possible to keep the shuttle on Leethus' surface. There is a risk of collision with the cargo handling mechanisms. The shuttle will remain in orbit until it can safely land at the Arbites outpost and take you aboard. I apologize for the inconvenience, Rogue Trader. If it's any consolation, the loading process is nearly complete, and only a few formalities remain. In particular, we need the tithe inventory. The clerk, Tertius Court, has it. I hope I pronounced that one right. As much as it offends me, I must ask you to return him to the outpost. That said, retrieving the inventory without the clerk will also suffice. Sending the Rogue Trader on errands. The nerve of this woman. So, I'll see to the cleric. Where do I find him? The section the court is currently taking inventory is not far from here. We have blocked the passage so that the living tithe does not bother the scribes. I will clear the way for you now. She gives the data slate a few quick swipes with her finger. Anything else we need to know about the clerk? Hardly, but I can give a brief resume. Like other scribes, Cord was personally selected by the prefect to maintain inventory. He is meticulous, efficient, and incredibly committed. I saw him on several occasions, and he is always immersed in work. Perhaps even obsessively so. Well, everything's clear. I'm heading out. She gives an uncertain nod. What's that uncertain nod for?
The world trembles beneath my feet.
This guy... Sir? Sir, why are you floating? Sir? Sir, can you teach me that? Otherwise...
See the forbidden.
Everything here seems alright. Tech use Pascal, get that?
Operation successful.
Warrior armor. While the wearer has less than 100% wounds, their coercion is increased by 25%. 25. Critical damage increased by 25%. Lose 25% armor. 7 damage deflection. No, not really worth it. Although it would be good for a medium armor. Scope shotgun. This weapon has an additional single target attack that deals double damage and pushes the target 5 cells away. For this attack, the minimal firing range is 2 cells and the effective range is increased by +5. We might get some use out of that on Solomorn. Because as much as I love the double barrel shotgun, the bad part about it is max ammo is 2. And while editing, I kind of came to realize just how bad that was. So we can probably replace Final Chord here. Yeah, because the best part about this is its last shell, which kind of You're the only one who uses shotgun, so that can be added to cargo. And then you can't use this knife, so alright. And we go back down here, and I'm wondering if I can go to the side now. I probably can. Open the latch.
How fascinating.
Okay, disarm the trap.
I better myself through my service.
We can go get the goods up here. So we have a melted charge, pain blocker. Ooh. Suffers -10 damage from any source until the end of combat. Combat ends, user suffers 1 random trauma. And some good med kits. There's another latch right here.
A violation of the standards of interaction with objects categorized.
Which lets me get more goods. Retinal Analyzer. When the wearer hits a target with a shield, that target must pass toughness, resistance, or be knocked prone. How much do we have with you? Plus 25 coercion. I'll probably keep that until he gets a better coercion. Servo Gauntlets. Dodge penalty of the wearer's armor is minus by 10%. If the wearer's agility is 60 or more, that penalty is reduced by 15. Coercion is only 160 here, so yeah, we'll keep that helmet on him.
These people were supposed to bring death to enemies of humanity, but instead they became trapped in this place. How many of them died here without ever having experienced the bliss of doing battle in the Emperor's name?
Too many.
It is a terrible fate to wither in captivity,
I love his voice.
away from the battlefield. I would be ashamed to look into the All-Father's eyes were I to meet such an end.
I wonder if they had to do some editing on his voice to make it some reverb like that, or if he could do some of that naturally. Another advanced medkit. We can demo Melta charge this.
The Emperor favors me today.
Lots of goodies. Coffin Maker Sledge. 25 to 40 damage, 40 armor pen. This weapon's single target attacks deal additional direct damage equal to 5% of the target's maximum wounds, up to 300. Hell yes.
I'm at your service.
Oof. So, sword ignores deflection, which means actually, I've been using Tearing Vengeance already. Maybe we do this. And we use a Coffin Maker Sledge, because that can do so much damage in a single hit. And it's based off max wounds, not current wounds. But we'll keep using... Tearing Vengeance is better for smaller things, but Coffin Maker is better for, like...
Light of terror, guide our way.
really big targets, and especially if I use his, ult, essentially. And there's the guy we're looking for. Can we get through here? Because there's a bunch of guardsmen right there. Hey, clerk. 200 million, no, didn't account for corrosion, but where? Abelard, tell the scribbler what I'm here for. The Seneschal's booming voice causes a small avalanche of grain in one of the opened containers. Have to get the voice right. What did I do for Abelard? I forget now. His lordship, rogue trader Miacidae von Valencius, bearer of the sacred warrant, has come to collect the inventory of the tithe shipment. The cleric winces and mutters mechanically. Tertius Court. Rank 3 Scribe of Departmental Cataglis. Quantity 1. The inventory, There is no rogue trader on the inventory. I can't give you anything before I fill in the forms, so let's start with the retinue. Relax, Tertius. There's no time for any further inventory taking. Relax, Tertius. There is no time for any further inventory taking. Just give us the report, and we will take you to the shuttles without any trouble. His tense shoulders relax a little. I believe you, but the report. Just one tiny bit of stock taking, all right? Fine, but make it quick. The cleric gets to work enthusiastically, as if he hadn't heard you. A member of the Adaptive Astartes, quantity 1. A non-standard issue Cybermastiff, quantity 1. Physical integrity below average. Excuse me? Configuration secondary. Jaw, prognathous, and powerful. All above applies to both units. No offense, but I would not trust you with an inventory of Galitos shit. What with how deranged you are, and to think that someone gave you the Expanse's entire tithe to freely desecrate. An Ogren, quantity 1. Extra shaggy. Hazy-eyed, unencumbered by intelligence. Everything within the norm, equipped with Adeptus Astartes power armor from the Space Wolf arsenal. Extra note, send an enquiry to Fenris regarding possible theft. Ulfar makes a superstitious gesture to ward off evil. Spilling the blood of a harmless fool is a bad omen. that feebleness of mind might spread to the killer, and that is the only thing that saves this filthy tongue louse's life. Guard. Oh, this man. I love this man. Guard Private. Aged. Quantity 1. Deterioration high. Unfit for duty. Please tell me he's not talking about Abelard. I'm not even sure what offends me more. You're invalidating of me, or you're mistaking me. An officer of the Navy for an expendable guardsman. Sir, a servitor of non-high... A servitor for Pascal. A servitor of non-standard configuration. Quantity 1. Frame feeble. Functionality dubious. Signs of subpar lobotomy evident. The unit's degraded cognitive capacity is confirmed. The unit's functional value is unconfirmed. Requesting termination of vital functions in the name of mercy. A sister of Adeptus Star... He got Argenta right. A sister of the Adepta Sororitas. Quantity 1. Beauty indescribable. Grace perfect. Majesty extraordinary. You are inventing some lady of the court in place of the warrior you are looking at. What is this so-called inventory? This concludes the inventory of the retinue, proceeding to take inventory of rogue trader. Well, let's see what you have to say. A rogue trader. Quantity 1. Bloodstain count on attire 20. Could you turn around? Turn around. 26. Equipment excellent condition. Limb count satisfactory. Appearance unremarkable. Self-importance elevated. Self-importance elevated? Me? What? Yes. The assessment is standardized. Don't argue with it. The cleric touches his implant pensively. It has finally stopped sparking. It's sparking. No wonder. Excellent. Very good. We're almost done. Now to finalize your inventory record, please take off your clothes. You know what? I'm going all the way. Just one question. What are you Just one question. Are you aware that this will go into the report to the Marshal? Solomon's iron palm covers his face, or worse. Do you actually want this in a report? Lord Captain, why can't you be like all other rogue traders in how you express your eccentric side? You could reserve a deck for Grox races. You could use your crew members as human pieces in a game of regicide. At a pinch, you could have your face carved into an asteroid. The clerk grabs his quill greedily, ready to catalog every birthmark and scar. Inventory of rogue trader complete. Thank you for your cooperation. Now regarding the tithe. Item received. Miacidae von Valentius. Item description. If the wearer's name is Miacidae von Valentius, the wearer gains plus 23 to all skills. Well, interesting. Please understand, I need time for additional inventory taking. Just a little, a couple of years, no decades. Terratus's face brightens suddenly as his implant flashes. Again, ah yes, of course, let me open the path to the Cognitor. That's where the inventory is. That can't be good. Uh-oh, we're saving and things are frozen. Please, there we go. Oh, we ran that way. Okay. First of all, let's see if this is any better than anything I'm wearing. I think that's a slight upgrade. So I've been wearing this Heart of the Nameless. Increases wielder's lore Xenos by 10. If the wearer has Iconoclast adherent, it increases all skills by plus 10 instead. So plus 10 to all skills isn't bad. Plus 23 to all skills is better. All right, well let's go chasing after this man.
Explored.
Hey Gleito, can you get me those goods? Good boy. Can you get me the goods? Elastic gloves. For the first time in a round, if the wearer kills 3 or more targets using a weapon area attack, that attack does not spend MP and does not count towards the attack limit per turn. RG, what gloves are you wearing? Ignores recoil while performing burst attacks. Oh, that could have been so good, but the one she's wearing is better, I think. And then chipped data slate. We hid the container when the thing started to look bad on the old Heartless. Hey, the Heartless. We'll climb out once they unload the goods at the port warehouse. I bet those thick-headed lawmen won't even realize they've graciously brought a couple of ratsies right into their precious hoard. Got no food here, though, and it's cold as a grave. It's fine, we'll manage. They're not going to drag all this to the other side of the sector, are they? Soon Trey and Kara are going to be the richest rats in the whole expanse. Alright, so he went this way. We're going to have to kind of go towards him. Hey, guardsman! Are you just scooping up the sand here? Oh. I'm not sure what that is, but oh. Good on you standing on that. The sand. The sanders their ally. Watch out. Amble Mother. Are those the monsters you fear so? But the Xenos gnats. If your spirit trembles, the proud son of Fenris will go hunting. Alright, RG. Let's have you go here. If you want to go melee them, bud. Pascal. I think I can have you stand here. The bird should be able to go there. Me as the rogue trader can stand there. And Abelard. I think we can stand here. 2100 health. Why did he go off that? Maybe you're still standing on something there.
Just a minor setback.
Alright. Well, poor guardsman. So I probably cannot hit that thing now. Okay. Well, let's go here instead. Oh, the guardsman is an enemy, huh? Alright, so what we're gonna do is we are going to... I haven't actually played this in like 2 weeks now, despite this like going up on YouTube pretty quickly. So I have to find where stuff is again. Hunt down prey. So I can do my skills correctly. I'm going to analyze this as an enemy, lowering its, or upping my damage against it realistically. Call the Bull does extra damage. The target's armor will be reduced against all bounty hunters' attacks until end of combat. Piercing shot gives me over penetration. Armor pen. It has armor, right? Yeah, 70% armor. It has natural armor, I'm guessing, right? No, just 70% armor. And that'll be an extra crit. I'm going to do Surefire Plan for extra damage. We're gonna pop it for the 100-some damage before crit.
My masters with your demise.
We're going to... Perfect Spot gives me other stuff other than what it actually does, if I remember right, because of a perk. Claim the bounty. And then realistically, I can do Transcend the Potential. I was thinking I could do it on Argenta, but what? We'll save that then. Oh, it goes again. Oh. That's gonna hurt, ain't it? Furious Recital.
I'll do it.
Run right next to him. Let's see here. Concentrated fire for the more damage. Not sure he's going to have the dodge, but more damage. We're going to do rapid fire. So we do more shots. And then we're going to fire like crazy at him. I thought more of those would hit. Run and gun for an extra shot.
That is not the Emperor's will.
So I was gonna say, he's gonna go after every other one. Can we kick someone? No. Solomorn. I forgot to do the approach to get her the auto crits too. Young Amble. So what we're gonna do here is probably move to like right here. Leto, let's do run so you do more damage. If I do slug shot, can I hit this guy? I can. But I want to be using this shotty. And then Glato... Actually, no. Right now, what we want is hit these two. So apprehend young Amble.
We're undertaking this task.
Then melt a scorching. Hit the Amble. We have all these ring attacks, so we might as well. Hit him again. That takes out the guardsman, I think. Oh, it didn't hit him. That's fine. Amble's down. Like, on the floor. Bite.
Let's test our skills, Glato.
And he's down. Then... I did... No, double slug's not going to do what I want to do. Grizzly Education. We can't hit the one I really would like to. So... if I move... it's not going to work. Yeah, we'll switch back to the other shotgun then. Slug shot, hit this one. We can have Glato apprehend again to go at him. Doing the slug shot to knock him back. Thought Glato might still attack him. There we go. And then we can do run and gun. Get an extra shot off at this one. Okay, Pascal. Let's go at this guy here. So let's do a big shot right. No, let's just... if I move... I can't move right there. I was thinking maybe we move on to this thing. Oh, I think he's going to pop up right here. Gotcha. So that's where the box is. Let's do... 84, 84. We can probably do 2 shots at this Amble. Get a reloaded shot there, right? I thought we did, regardless. Can I do... attack... no? I was hoping to do some kind of a soaring attack that would get both of them. doesn't look like that's going to be a case. There we go. And then we can obstruct vision on this guy right here. Taking out another young Amble. He misses, he's down. Oh, he parried. Still do Blinding Strike right here. Probably take out the Amble. Not much damage at all. Let's do Communion right here. Lower everyone's recoil for Ulfar for later. And we can obstruct vision again and hopefully take out this one. 2 parries in a row, man. Alright. At least Sharp Talons got him. Abelard.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
I could have done the charge, oh well. Let's do defensive stance first. Reckless Strike. We're gonna do Sweep. Sweep is one that gets him bleeding, right? Yeah. Amble down. He's back up.
My resolve is unshaken.
We're not doing too well. Oh, he's gonna go for Argenta. We can't charge at him, right? We can get right next to him at least. Brace for impact, everyone. Where are you going? Right at Abelard.
I've suffered worse.
Attack back. Now time for the funsies. If I have you go here. Can't hit both. It was his knife that had the special ability that, like, if he kept attacking with it, he got, his AP back and his attack back. Space Marine immediately moves towards the next target during attacks of opportunity. So if I do this...
So it shall be.
I thought we'd attack the guardsman on the way there. We can do devastating attack. Inflict bleeding and slowing until end of combat.
See how the wolf succeeds. Wolves, I have become the All-Father's worthy instrument.
Kick. Liquefying shot these guys. Guardsman down.
Of your bones.
Oh, the boots gave me kickback, didn't they? Then... do plasma single shot. But only if I move. Let's go for the throat again. Target's too close.
With such
Fine, we'll do... This takes 3, 2. If I go, like, right here, take the attack of opportunity. Can't be used again this turn, that's fine. Plasma shot. Can we not move there? And now we don't hit Solomorn. What's he gonna do there? Oh, we can actually hit Ulfar. Alright, we need to move.
Descend upon the weak.
Going through the toxic actually damages us, who would have thought. He's already marked his prey, I believe. Can we mark him again? We have to mark him again. So, analyze enemy again for the damage. Cold Bold. Piercing Shot. Surefire Plan. Dust Pop. He didn't like that. He didn't like that at all. Didn't mean to hit that. Hunt down prey on Amble. Surefire Plan.
Guides me.
Claim Bounty.
One step closer.
This is been
But I didn't claim my bounty. What just happened? Why? Fine. Transcend Potential. Can you hit Argenta? We can hit Abelard. Okay.
I will triumph.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
Alright, Daring Breach.
No matter the cost.
And we're just gonna swing away.
It will be done.
1.
At your
And
back,
2.
reduced to dust.
And over here.
Someone else can do this.
3.
Target well struck. That's not the seneschal.
And 4.
One fewer target.
And we can charge at this one.
I've suffered worse.
5. And
At your
6.
beck and call, reduced to dust.
And then we can run next to this one.
Is at the ball.
That's almost all of them down. Shield Bash. Go for the Shield Bash. Right, perfect spot.
Beckons.
For all that matters, raid. So he's going to come up right there. RG.
Need your aegis, O Emperor.
Oh, we need a little bit more.
I
was gonna say, can we take him out? Just so we don't hit anyone else. Controlled shot. He's down.
Judgment.
Emble Mother out.
It's not the
Kind of close. It's gonna hit the main character. Main character probably going down. And we lost all of our stuff towards desperate measure. Heroic actions. Lovely. So I had to plan. We can still wildfire. Confident approach.
This is unacceptable. As the Emperor.
Sorry, Abelard. Alright. Solomorn.
another scar for my collection.
Run.
Us would be enough.
Apprehend the Amble Mother. See what we can do with a good shotgun. Can we double slug it? Actually, how about Grizzly Education? That would hit our doggo. Yeah, we'll just go for the double slug.
Accepted.
Litho. Now bite.
Leto, we're undertaking this task.
I think it bleeds out, but for now, switch to the other shoddy. Run and gun. Slug shot.
Executed.
My Caravan tithe is strong!
The tithe cannot be extracted without a detailed inventory. This document is held by the cleric Tertius Court, who should be somewhere near the vicinity of the outpost. He has led the rogue trader into a trap. Go back, find out where he truly keeps the tithe inventory. But at least we know where this thing is. A muffled growl comes from beneath the sand. The moment you approach, the sound fades. The blood starts pumping in your temples. You feel your lips stretching into a vicious grin. I mean, that was a fun hunt. There's at least... Oh, we can dig something out here? Intimidating growl. Requires heretical follower. Whenever the wielder blocks an attack, if possible, they counterattack the enemy, gaining an additional 30% critical hit chance. I like that. I'm not sure anyone can use that. There are goods right here. Flash immediately doubles their MP and reduces cost of their non-attacking abilities by -2. Until end of turn. After effect ends, the unit suffers slow and staggers for 1 round. Sensory Motor Modulator. Whenever the wearer uses Charge, Dance Macabre, Dash, or Death from Above, they gain plus 10% armor pen and dodge reduction until end of turn. Stacks 3 times. That is huge. Oh, he's not in here. So we can demolish this.
Duty prevails.
There's goods right here. For some Melta. We can have Gleito dig through this. Oh, we went up, and then now we have this. Blessing of the Imperium. Oh, I thought this was for the eagle. It is for the owl, or the raven. Cyber Raven gains 30 willpower while in a 4-cell radius around the Cyber Raven. Overseer's relayed attacking psychic powers deal 12% more damage and do not count towards the attack limit per turn, but whenever the Cyber Raven relays attacking psychic power, Overseer suffers damage equal to 10% of their maximum wounds. I mean, still could be really good. Additionally, the Overseer is slowed and cannot dodge attacks while in this area. Then for the Eagle, 30 agility, perception, and deals 300% damage. Whenever the Cyber Eagle deals damage to a target suffering from bleeding, burning, or toxin, they must pass a willpower resistance or be perplexed. Okay. What are we using? 20 perception, 300% damage. And then things based on obstructed. And increased damage critical damage against bleeding. Let's put this new thing on. Because this is agility, which is its main stat, and perception, and then perplexed based on a bunch of status effects. Good boy. But by the way, Abelard,
Spearhead of the Imperium.
there's injuries. Can we treat these?
Medicine at its finest. Let me help.
Ministration is a holy task.
Oh yeah, and then there's the guard that we took out. We can take his stuff.
Powers
I love how that was like a
cover my path.
last thing that happened in my head. These people were buried to their necks in sand. The agony that is forever imprinted on their faces shows this was a harsh execution. Oh, I didn't notice there were people there. And then they knew this monster was here. Okay, we can open this. He's here. Hi, buddy. Oh, you're back. You are back. The clerk gives you a hounded look, his implant crackling ominously. You've eliminated the ambles? Good. I'm crossing them off the inventory. How many injuries have you sustained? I must count for the units of spilled blood. There's no cognitor with the inventory, is there? The cleric's eyes well up. I thought it would stop you. I have a job to finish. You tried to do something to the rogue trader. I wish it would show me sipping on my coffee, because I'm sipping on my coffee right now. You tried to do something to the rogue trader there, sir. That's a little inexcusable. You can't imagine how hard it is. The workload, the responsibility. Please understand, I'm on my own here. Well, almost. The cleric adds a conspiratorial whisper. There's another scribe here. He works at night and litters the reports with errors. Do you realize the consequences for attempting to kill a rogue trader? Yes, death. But with you gone, the tithe would have stayed here, and would give me time. Meeting the target, fulfilling the last form, those are the only things that matter. He has lost his mind and is unlikely to recover from it. I see no point in judging a madman. I suggest simply collecting the inventory and leaving. So why are there so few clerics assigned to an entire planet? There used to be more of us. 5 died of exhaustion, 3 were killed in collapses of tithe assets, 2 were eaten by ambles, another 10, no, 11, I don't know. Administrative replenishments are too rare. This world is too highly classified. And how did ambles get here in the first place? Ambles, repulsive, aggressive pests. They adapt to any environment. This world is infested with them. They got to the tides and gobbled up everything they saw. I had to update the inventory. The clerk's voice falters and turns inconsolable weeping. So, where is the inventory? It's incomplete! The scribe recoils and clutches his head with a moan. The inventory is in my implant, and it's notifying me of unaccounted for assets all the time. He whimpers, his implant creaks in response. My head is the inventory. As much as I hate to distract you, you are coming with me. He sobs and lowers his sparking head, ready to follow you. Oh, that would be horrible. Can you imagine that the computer is connected to your head and the computer is just going error, 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 incomplete, error, incomplete, error, 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 and just trying to work past that all day and night? I can imagine why so many of them died from exhaustion, because they would want to get that out of their head. Because me being as OCD as I am, and with my insomnia, like, I wake up at the slightest mention of something half the time. Like, the slightest noise in the night will wake me up. That would keep me up for weeks at a time, and I would just go, inventory, 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 inventory. Yeah, I can see why. Oh, there's loot down here. What did I miss? Oh, it was something down here. Oh, I'm supposed... It's over here. This guy who gets landed on. Rogue Trader, we are now in the final stage of loading process. Consequently, your shuttle is finally able to maneuver around and land. As soon as the matter of the inventory is settled, you will be free to depart. Here's your clerk. What's next? We do not have much left to load. The bulk of it is already on the barges, and the rest is being delivered automatically. We merely need to decide what to do with the living tithe. They have bred irresponsibly and are now twice as numerous as before. What do you mean they have bred? Those guardsmen have been on Leethus for years, if not decades, and new ones keep arriving The guardsmen have been on Leethus for years, if not decades, and new ones keep arriving all the time. They disregard regulations, form clans, start families, and procreate. Such are the pernicious consequences of their aimless existence and proof of their lack of fortitude. Wow, some of these are bad. The heretical one is, drive the excess into the deepest pit and seal off the entrance. That's how you dispose of refuse. That is horrible. And the dogmatic one is, they had no orders to breed. Take as many as required and leave the rest here on the planet that we're probably never going to come back to, and leave them to die because there already wasn't enough food. Iconoclast. They are people, not a living tithe. Take everyone. If there's not enough room, throw out something rotten. We shouldn't be loading rotten food in the first place. Proctor nods without taking her eyes off the data slate. Evidently, the fate of these people interested her only within the framework of statistics. Then it is settled. Your shuttle is ready to depart. We will take care of... Watcher of Leethus. The space around you suddenly fills with screeches and crackles that pour from every voxcaster and speaker. Then you hear a deep male voice. Query. Invitation to the Von Valencius orbital station. Uploading coordinates into the shuttle's center cognitor complete. Purpose. Finalizing the Oblivion Directive. The voice goes into a guttural, gurgling cough. Tarry not, offspring. If you delay, you will be blown up along with the extraneous subjects. What? Blast it, Jaeger whispers, grabbing her data slate and typing frantic commands into it. Abelard wrinkles his face tentatively. That voice. Does it sound familiar? No. Why would it? Forgive me, Lord Captain, I am hearing things. What is that directive? The self-destruction of the planet. Jaeger replies briefly, her fingers never leaving the command runes on the slate. And who are you? Answers. Yes, we have always had a thirst for knowledge, and I will satisfy your curiosity when you come to me. I need to know if you have what it takes to see this through. Now hurry. This world will cease to exist. Uh-oh. That can't be good. And she just nonchalantly just went, oh yeah, this world's gonna cease to exist. Jaeger's data slate is flashing a panicked red. The augers are recording anomalous seismic activity. Someone has started arming the cyclonic bombs in the bowels of Leethus. The machine spirits are rejecting all counter litanies. The planet's done for. We can't stop this. Her lips tighten into a white streak, and her data slate falls to the floor. Proctor raises a weapon, followed by the rest of the Arbiters. I demand an explanation, Rogue Trader. Why can't we block the Oblivion? Is this your doing? What do you think you're doing, Jaeger? Lower your weapon this instant. I'm just as clueless as you are. Allow me to explain. You seized the tithe by somehow obtaining both the Marshals and the Administratum authorization. Then, an accomplice contacted you and tricked the machine spears into activating the destruction of the world with cyclonic bombs. Bombs delivered years ago from a Von Valencius world, I should add. All that's left to do is get away and cover your tracks. Did I miss anything? I just got this world, I just inherited this dynasty a few months ago at best. Enough, Jaeger. Not only are your efforts not helping to protect the tithe, they are actually hurting the cause. Lay down your weapons before you make one final mistake. I see you no longer serve the Lex Imperialis, but the interests of the Rogue Trader. Jaeger resolutely clutches her weapon. Time is of the essence. I'm not going to say can we avoid bloodshed. Enough. Wait, Solomon, what are you doing? Fighting against a flawed interpretation of the Lex Imperialis. He takes his eyes off Jaeger for a moment and looks at you intently. I did not think you would see it any other way. I can logic my way out of this. Or coercion. You know, I actually don't like the logic, the coercion. I actually wish I could backtrack that now, but, commerce. Let's have a proposal that'll satisfy everyone. I find out who caused the commotion and why. We travel to Dargonis and go before the Marshal together. Actually succeeded, wow, with 50. Your words could almost be construed as aiding the investigation. Yeah, Demo, the planet's about to fall apart, in case you have forgot. I'm in as much danger as you are. If we continue stand here doing nothing, we're all dead. The pained crease in Jaeger's brow grow even deeper. I may have overestimated your role in the current events. The bolter's muzzle lowers slowly, as if overcoming an invisible obstacle. I see no need for further confrontation. Consider the issue settled for now. We will board your flagship, and you will investigate the identity of the perpetrator. Let us return to this matter in the Marshal's presence on Darganis. Okay. What's this? There's a ring. Arbiter's signal ring. Whenever Protect is used on Rogue Trader, the Overseer regains 1 AP. The Apprehending Cybermastiff's attack gains apprehended targets are triggered by the Rogue Trader too. Huh. So, I'm wondering if I need to go back to the orbital station. Oh yeah, this is taking me to the orbital station, not my ship. Gotcha. So we will continue with that next time then. Because I have a feeling things are going to go downhill very, very quickly here.
Let's seize the opportunity.
Oh, the Watcher is just a cognitor. I don't know how long any of this is gonna go, but we're still on Leethus. So we will pick up from here next time, seeing what they want before they kind of make the world go kaboom. And, go from there. Because, well, we don't know if they're going to make the world go kaboom or anything like that. And I will hopefully make them not make our tithe world go kaboom, because that would be very, very bad. But that's where we will leave off from here. And afterward, go turn in the tithe, and I think that's it for the side quests. I don't really remember. And then we get to go back to Footfall, I believe, and finish up all the loose ends before kind of continuing on with Act 4, or Chapter 4. So we'll see what we can do about that, and just how far we can get into that. So, as always, I wish you all well. I will see you next time, and please, have a good one.